thing before that, I would do a foot pedal because that sounds dope.
That's awesome.
I
Actually,
would invest in a foot pedal for you.
Foot pedal's
You could-
pretty cool.
you could probably just do a steering wheel for all, like moving all the stuff around.
Yeah, but Sav, the idea is I'm trying to free up my hands, and if I have a steering wheel, I stay at the 10 and 2, then I have both of my hands taken care of, and I can't gesture at all unless I'm flinging a steering wheel around.
Okay, new idea.
But I would really like to see that.
But
What if you turn push to talk on a push to toggle instead, and it's activated by the clapper? So you just clap, and then you're talking, and then to end it, you clap again.
See, that is a great plan. The only hitch there is we already have the clapper set up in the living room for the main lamp, and
That's
I'm
fair.
not even joking about that. It's in just a hard enough to reach place that might as well just make that a little easier. Plus, we had one on hand because I was making dumb jokes about the clapper.
We when we were staying at the Airbnb this past weekend, a lot of the lights were not. We couldn't figure out why the light switches weren't working, and so I was just going in every house just clapping to see if they just by chance put a clapper on them.
Oh yeah.
They didn't, unfortunately. But I still was just going around the house just clapping, trying to turn lights on.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, John.
Good evening.
Before we jump into things, I should at least make sure I say hello to everyone.
Hello.
hello.
And I
Hello.
will confirm for the people that were not in the conversation previously that we did have X stuck out at the last minute for unfortunate circumstances, and I'm not going to press that any harder. So we have everybody here that's going to be here.
Hooray!
Since we have everybody here, and because Meg has already offered to do the recap because she was grabbing her notes, I think that is a great idea, and we should absolutely have Meg start the session by telling us fudge happened 4 weeks ago.
Oh, I didn't know I was volunteering for that, but I do like to take notes every session, so I am ready. You're not putting me on the spot. We decided to leave it up to Kozu about whether or not he wanted to stay with us. He said yes, but we did agree to send a letter home to his mom so that she knew that he was safe until we could personally return him. And then after a long rest, we headed out to Hallen Farm for hearthsberries in a cart with our driver, Ben. When we got there, Alan Hallen told us he was closed for the day. Rayun asked him if he had any more hearthsberries to sell, and he said no, that someone had just come and purchased them all before us. And then I told him that we were there on behalf of Pelna and Rasmar, and his eyes flashed all red and crazy, and he yelled at us about not wanting to help Pelna because she's terrible. And then he also asked if we were sent by an R-named NPC. I didn't remember what it was, and I literally put sent by an R-named NPC in parentheses, I forget, who is somehow related to the Torb infestation quest in our log. And then Holden pointed out a golden item in one of Alan's hands to me, and so I walked up with my hands raised and talked to him in a calm manner. He didn't respond, but I had a successful sleight of hand roll and claimed the gold item, and he immediately crumpled to the ground as though he had been under some kind of spell. So I threw the item to Holden and immediately checked on Alan, who finally responded and apologized. And then the man who has the hearthsberries didn't pay for them, and all that remains on the farm is a single jar of preserved berries that the missus was saving for a special anniversary ritual in 2 months' time. So we decided to go after the cart and the thief and return if we're unsuccessful for the jarred preserves. And then our cart booked it and met up with the other cart, and then there was some creative maneuvering, and we knocked 2 of the crates out of the bad guy's cart, and then Holden and Glitch and I went to collect the crates that had fallen out, while the other 3 stayed on our cart in pursuit. And then the rest of the team was able to overtake the cart, smash it to smithereens, and in the cart wreckage was Tonto something or other. I literally wrote that. Tonto something or other who Morthos knows. He passes out or dies, and all that is left is a dwarf man. And Holden and I collected the crates, which were filled with the berries.
That just about covers it. cannot spell this guy's name to save my life, and I invented him. There we go. Yeah.
Ren. Okay.
That is a hard name to say.
Wait, and I had that as the R named NPC?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Rascal.
And then that was not Tonto something or other.
Nope.
Okay, great. So let me go ahead and just change that.
That's okay. Oh, no. Wrong road scene. Hold on. I'm bouncing around so much that if I don't slow down, Roll20 is going to yell at me. All right. And I need to check one thing. It's a little unfortunate that X isn't here, because at the very least, it would be really great to have him for like 5 minutes.
I will channel my very best X. Football.
Well, is
beer.
Oh, boss is calling.
You forgot to insult me.
I will never.
Rube, shut up, you're a dick.
Do I?
There we go.
nailed it.
X.
I don't like this game.
I believe he would say, "Do I even need to?"
Sir, do we even need to?
There it is.
Go ahead, Sal.
Supposed to be on a ventilator. Can't breathe, but fuck that. Hook it, chuck it, football.
Can't wait till he watches this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make the executive decision because I think it is important, and the thing that we ended on was a pretty important story beat. I'm going to recap a couple things that happened at the very end, just like add a little bit more detail because I think it's important.
Okay.
The first was that the people that were close to this occurrence, so pretty much everybody but Holden and Mira, definitely heard the cart driver specifically talking to Morithos and effectively said, I think it was exactly said, "I can't believe you did this to me again." And even like referred to him by name. And then the man deceased. Morithos did mention that because I think it was Holden asked if Morithos knew the man, and Morithos said no, but he definitely referred to me by name, and for just a second looked exactly like a man that I used to know. But does not anymore. The other thing that I think is important to bring up is that you guys found a pin. A small golden dagger pinion that was attached to his cloak. We did a little bit of talking and investigating, trying to figure out what this thing was, and found out that it was mildly magical and probably not a good idea to put on. And because I believe I said this previously, and then I did some research, we confirmed that it also did have some vague fiendish aura to it that Rayun was able to pick up, but then I didn't know what fiendish meant at the time. So now I'm clarifying that.
Hooray!
But other than that, so other than that, I think that was a very, very good summation of what happened. So I will move everybody to the scene that I've been looking at for the last couple minutes, not even thinking about the fact that you guys might want to see it. And we find ourselves right back at the carriage accident. Morithos is kind of trying to figure out what's going on, a little dazed at the situation, like checking this body again. The contents of the carriage are utterly destroyed. Like there's nothing salvageable here. The cart isn't even salvageable. It has toppled and fallen to pieces. The horses are gone. The driver is certainly deceased. Morthos has checked like 3 times. So, what's up, guys?
Hey, well, we got these 2 boxes of hearthsberries, so we're good to go.
That's true.
Seems like we accomplished our mission and you bungled the shit out of yours.
Well, yes and no. We did get more information on what's been happening, and I think that that I believe it's the noble that's been around these parts, like, has been doing some really bad stuff, and he has possibly mind controlled several citizens and bystanders.
Mm.
At least from our first encounter with the farmer and this guy, it seems like enchanted items that are either held or worn channel like mind control, and it's a hard spell to break.
Did Jimothy feast?
No. We are planning to do actually, I think we already did a burial. Did we do a burial?
I don't think I'm pretty sure that we had just gotten as far as like Morthos checking the body.
Yeah. We should probably bury him.
Did we search him for any clues?
That's where we found the badge. It had the same aura as the wand, or the what was it? A metal
nail.
rod? Oh, a nail. Had the same properties.
Do you want me to keep this badge with the nail?
Yes.
Sorry, dogs are going berserker.
All right.
Are we
And
just calling it a cursed badge?
for now, I've been referring to it as the dagger pinion, but cursed badge probably also gets the point across.
You can put it in parentheses.
I got dagger pinion down.
Fantastic. Well, we don't need to roleplay digging a hole for an hour.
Dig a hole.
Team effort. You guys have a hole. Now you have a grave. And this unnamed and multi-faced person has a place to exist until the end of time. I don't. Part of the reason that this session has been difficult to prepare for is because I don't know what you guys are going to do next.
Well,
oh, go ahead.
oh, I was just maybe suggest probably talking to or persuading him to stop what he's doing. And I put persuading in quotation marks.
Who is him?
What was his name? I feel like this is an episode of SpongeBob where SpongeBob forgets his name.
The Baron.
The Baron, yes.
I don't know if that's his name.
Vladimir Harkonnen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, who?
It's from Dune.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Rascal Moran.
He's not here, though.
Right.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't missing something. You were talking in like the present progressive, like we were going to make him do something, which would
I don't know. It felt like you were talking about something we were going to do to him right now. You were
Oh.
going to persuade him, and I thought I must have missed something.
No, he's hiding behind that bush.
We
We're going to
should-
use
Oh.
aggressive negotiations
on nobody.
on
More
nobody.
violent style on the guy who's not here.
Yeah.
I like it.
He's also the person that was offering the Torb quest.
Yeah.
And if memory serves, Torbs were fiery creatures, true or false?
Yep.
Which also might help us procure an arrow flame. So I'd like to get both of those quests done. Is there a way that we want to approach him as just heroes for hire looking to solve his Torb problem and then size him up during the course of that?
Yeah, I like that.
Because we
That's a
haven't
good
met
suggestion.
him yet, right? We've only heard
Correct.
about him third hand. Okay, so he doesn't know us, presumably from Adam.
Right.
Should we, though, return to Alan Hallen, let him know that we were able to procure the Hearthsberries and potentially pay him for what we are going to keep? Or leave them in his safekeeping? I don't know how you want to handle that, but
It's probably fine. We can offer to give him some money for the stuff we're going to take, but ask if he could just watch over them for a while. We don't want to take delicate Hearthsberries with us while we're thumping skulls.
well, and then he would also know that we had Hearthsberries on us since his guy was supposedly taking the last bit.
Oh, we could put him in the bag of holding.
Yeah, but isn't that just stealing from the guy who stole from the guy who was
Well,
stolen
he
from?
wouldn't know.
I leave that up to you guys.
I don't hate the idea of leaving them with Alan. What are the odds of him being robbed and mind controlled twice in the same day?
Yeah. Hey, we could leave Morithos with him, and Morithos
Yes, to
could
babysit him.
make sure that nothing bad happens
Yeah,
to our Hearthsberries.
the NPC whose player isn't here definitely can't get mind controlled.
I mean, that's fair. I didn't think. Do we have any neural silencers in that bag of holding?
Oh gosh.
Oh, but it would be awesome if he does get MC'd and then his arm parasite Jimothy eats him.
Okay. So we have two plans: to go straight to the dude and hide the berries in the bag of holding, or to go back to Alan Hallen, explain the situation, see if there's any additional information we can get about the two quests that we're about to try to complete, and then we'll go find Haskell.
Zell,
Rascal.
Me.
is there map wise? Let's just. I'm asking: is Alan Hallen on the way to this other guy, or is it opposite direction?
It is opposite directions. The way that
Okay.
this travel worked, because we're kind of doing a theater of the mind here, because I didn't want to make a map just for this island. That's ridiculous. Is Mirror Bay is on the southwestern edge of the map. I'm going to bring up your map for just a second. And if you zoom in really hard, you can see at least Mirror Bay here is on the southwest shore. And from Mirror Bay, you initially took your carriage north and then a little bit northwest, still pretty much along the coastline. You went further west until eventually getting to Hallen Farms. And then when the carriage race broke out, it broke out back in the direction of Mirror Bay. So you were headed east, and then everything kind of went belly up when the carriage tried to make that turn to start going south. Like, you remember he made a really wicked turn, and
Yeah.
in making that wicked turn, lost a bunch of cargo. And that was the start of that turn. So theoretically, you would probably have to go back a few miles to get to Hallen Farms. Nothing terrible, but, it is a thing.
So it's kind of taken us in the wrong direction.
If you're going at a leisurely pace, probably, something a little over half an hour, a little under an hour, somewhere around there.
I think we should take the berries back and at least tell him what happened to all his goods.
Okay.
Maybe he can like file an insurance claim or something.
Be part of insurance fraud.
I left you guys a really, really small Alan Hallen on the map.
I see it. It's great.
Perfect. Okay. So we're going to go to Alan Hallen. We're going to return the berries and set aside how much do we need? Were we given a specific amount for our quest?
Let me bring up.
It was exactly 1 quest unit.
Yeah, I'm going to check the quest log to see if I wrote something down. Oh, it was a 1 flat.
Okay. And we have
Which is not actually that many, right? That's just like one really big handful.
And we have
so
two
you guys
giant
have plenty.
boxes worth. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's definitely plan on taking some extra, but that gives him some more to sell too.
All right. Well, now I'm going to make another scene change. Please don't be mad at me. Roll 20. And I'm going to take us back to Howland Farms. Oh, I'm super zoomed in. Oh, that was a bad idea. Whew. I was just looking at Tyrus's abdomen.
Ooh.
All right. So.
See anything you like?
Yeah, gun.
Nice.
Welcome back to Howland Farms. Good news is the gate's open.
Alan!
Better news, Alan is still there, having recently opened the gate.
Yay!
Ben pulls you guys into a nice leisurely parking spot and lets you guys walk by yourselves because, you know, he's an NPC. But you guys have arrived with at least Glitch carrying one of these crates and probably Morithos, because he's an NPC, carrying the other one. As you approach, Alan, unlike last time, lights up at pretty much the sight of anybody, let alone people he knows. He says, well, welcome back. Welcome back. It seems that you brought something with you.
Yeah, we brought back, well, at least some of your cargo. The person we were chasing took a nasty turn and lost some of your cargo.
I feel like I took a nasty turn a little bit ago, so it's only fair. Well, let's see. He just like bashes with one of the crates with his big old meaty fist, and the lid pops right off. He just starts tapping. Yeah, this. Well, this is most of what he would have taken. Wonderful, wonderful. And this is what you were asking for when you got here, wasn't it? Herslan berries.
Yep.
Well, I am rightly in your debt. So at the very least, why don't you take one of these crates for yourselves? It's the least I can do.
We accept.
Wonderful. And give Pelna my regards. It would be nice to see her again, but maybe leave out a couple of the things that I said. I wasn't in a right state of mind.
Of course, discretion as always. I'm going to nudge Mira a little bit forward, like putting her between me and Alan, and clear my throat.
Alan, would it be possible for us to leave our crate of berries in your safekeeping while we tend to a couple of matters?
He looks over at the crate and then looks back at the house for seconds. I don't see why not. I'm sure the miss would be more than pleased to help out someone that was willing to help us like that. Just and he stops for a second. I'm gonna have everybody roll definitely my favorite skill, a perception check, if you wouldn't mind.
I had a tactical sneeze when you said that, so I didn't hear what you said.
Perception check.
Holy crap.
Nice.
Well, I definitely see things.
Heck yeah, you do.
Joke's on you, it was the smell check.
Ha. Got him.
Alan got a little excited. Don't be mean.
Is my divine sense still up? Hold
Oh, don't divine sense that.
on. Well,
Wow.
Yikes.
I'm
oh
better
my
at seeing
God.
things than you
I am.
Yeah,
That's
you
because
got
I
amazing.
smelled them too.
You got a +3 to perception.
I do.
It's a kind of amazing that Mira didn't sense this, but man, 2 crits is really hard to say no to. Okay, so everybody but Mira pretty quickly picks up on why Alan froze in the middle of his sentence. He kind of looks around for a sec while everybody starts to feel what really feels like an earthquake. I'm not going to bother typing it because I don't feel like it, but Rayun, Tyrus, the two of you can tell that this can't be a regular earthquake because you're feeling that rumbling, the ground shaking, from 2 different directions, from the east and the west.
Oh no. This is not good.
Interesting.
Alan profusely swears to an extent that I can't actually repeat. And while that shaking starts to build up, again, Mira, you're not like something's weird, but you can't quite place your finger on it. Alan throws himself down on his knees and says, "You've got to help me. I can't deal with this again."
Well, that's interesting.
Let's get
We need
him
help with.
to a safe place. As soon as I see him drop to the ground, I'm going to kneel down next to him and ask him where the closest hiding place is. Is this a building or is it like a giant haystack?
That is a shed.
Okay. Does he respond at all to my request for an area to hide? Otherwise, I'm going to lead him into the shed.
He looks back towards the house. It is mostly made of stone.
Okay.
And he says, "That's the missus. That's the safest place, the cellar." And at about that time, you guys don't need a perception check anymore, because there's an explosion.
Oh shit.
There's quick counting, 4 explosions. Ooh, there's a lot of counting.
That's a lot of counting.
As we see things happening to the east.
Oh no, the farm.
Giant lava spouts just start erupting from the ground.
These are the Torbs, I'm guessing.
And emerging from the fire are, we're going to call them strange, bulbous-looking fire lizards. How's that for a good description?
Okay.
The old SBFFLs, yep.
Yeah. Oh, I lost it. Where'd it go? Sent it to... Oh, good. I'm sending them to the token layer, and they're being covered up by the other tokens. So I'm going to send these to the map layer.
Whoa!
Hey, that's what I was definitely supposed to do. And I'm going to have us roll some initiatives. I'm going to bring up the initiative counter so that we don't get yelled at.
Oh, I got yelled at.
Oh, it's fine. It's my fault. Let's see.
Yeah, saving the high rolls for when they matter.
That's right.
Well,
I need this character sheet. Feel free, by the way, to zoom into those tokens because this is one of those cases where I had the idea of what I wanted this monster to look like, and then I found this token or this image on the internet, and I thought,
Oh my god, it's so cute!
this is exactly what I wanted.
I love it.
Whew. That is also exactly what I wanted.
Damn it.
Oh boy.
And then I will
Uh-oh.
end turn for you. And it was a what, a 12?
Yeah, 12.
12.
Third on
Alright.
initiative.
Well, good news, as the initiative turn order will definitely spoil. There's currently only one kind of Torb out there. Fantastic. And we're going to start with them. I should probably look at the character sheet. It's been a minute. Yeah. That
I
sounds
think they have a
right.
-5 to hit.
No.
Oh.
I definitely designed these based off of the scariest and most deadly thing in my Warhammer army.
Which is
The salamanders that I run.
the fire torbs.
And based on that, we're going to move. I gotta do just some quick measuring.
Are they going to Zerg us?
Us is a strong term, but yes. The first Torb just comes rushing right at you. And I'm going to roll. I think I can roll a d3.
Mhm.
Or a d34.
Still missed.
There we go. I rolled a critical hit. That critical hit definitely means that Mira, you are the juiciest looking target of the three. And it's just gonna, it runs right at the gate, sees 3 targets, decides that Mira, you look the tastiest, and just goes for a big old bite on you.
Okay, but hang on. I have an ability that if there is...
Stop. Hold up. Wait a minute.
Okay, I might
Something ain't
need
right.
John's help to remember, but I have an ability that if I'm standing next to somebody else and someone tries to attack me,
I can help you out with that fighting style protection from me. Any enemies within 5 feet that are not attacking me, I can give them disadvantage on their attack roll.
Dang. Isn't
So
that just any monster? Or like any? Or
anything
all
with
combatants?
any combatant that is within 5 feet of me.
Wow.
It says when a creature you can see attacks a target other than you. Oh, that is within 5 feet of you. Oh, okay, never mind. Sorry, I have to be on the other side,
Oh,
next
no.
to you.
mine,
Oh, but like if
mine
they
applies
attack.
to attacking. Never mind. Just kidding.
Okay.
Okay, but Sav, to your ability, like if they were attacking Alan, because Alan's within 5 feet, it would be a disadvantage.
I believe so. Hold on, let me read it again.
Sounds good.
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that is within 5 feet of you,
Mhm.
you can use this reaction to impose disadvantage on the attack roll. You must be wielding a shield, which I am.
Okay. Well, I will keep that in mind for when the dice put Alan Hal in danger, or
Alright.
Anybody else that you're making a front line with. But in the meantime, if
This
there's no
fire
other
guy's coming to
reactions,
get me.
Mira, does a 14 hit you?
It matches my AC.
Well,
Ooh.
that is just enough to get one of these magmic jaws right on your leg for 10 damage.
Wolf.
But fortunately, I mean that's all the thing has, right? It is just a big dumb lizard. So that's wrong. There we
Is
go.
it grappled with me since it bit me?
Nah, it just took a big old bite.
Okay.
Or maybe 3 small bites. We're going with 3 small bites since that's what it says there on the attack. And also fortunate, this is why you don't go first in Warhammer if you can help it, is everyone else is just kind of running. I have to do so much measuring.
That 40 feet, though.
40 feet, though. So yeah, that's arguably pretty fortunate. And then, Mira, you get to react.
All right. Well, I definitely gotta get the heck out of Dodge because I can't take any more hits like that. So it'll get an attack of opportunity. But first, let's give myself some hit points.
I am eagerly waiting for your hit points to arrive. There it is.
Sorry, I was trying to decide if I could cast at a higher level, but I don't have the spell slots, so.
Mhm.
Well, that is just not enough. Okay. How much am I taking?
Well, I'm gonna ask. Are you just walking away, or were you gonna take a? I forget. A disengage action is a thing, right? Or is that just a rogue thing?
Nope. Any person can use their action to disengage.
That's
Just
what I
rogues
thought.
get to do it as a bonus.
Yeah.
Where do I don't have that on my list of abilities. Sorry.
It's just a generic ability that anybody can have.
I definitely want to disengage. And I don't know how far back that will let me go, but I would ideally like to be back here behind Glitch.
I am in the process of looking up where to find the disengage action on Roll20.
It just allows you to move without provoking, so whatever your speed is.
Yeah. But it's like that is your whole turn is to disengage.
Fine.
Or it's your complex action.
I mean, I hate to leave Alan Hallen there by himself, but that is
Alan, you take
100% what Mira would do because she's gonna watch out for number one first.
Well, don't worry, I'm here. I'll pick up the slack.
Okay, do I need to roll something? Or
Oh, here
can
we
I
go.
just move?
Wow. Okay. If I just search it in Roll20 instead of going and like trying to find it on the internet, it's way easier. So your action is to disengage, which makes it so that your movement doesn't cause attacks of opportunity.
Okay, I'm hiding behind Glitch.
All right.
And I don't know if I can do anything else, but if I can, I'm going to like take the defensive stance. Otherwise, I'm done.
No, I can't do them both.
Okay.
So we will move on to Rayun.
Well, I'm gonna start by attacking this thing. Let's see.
Boy, that was actually pretty slick getting that disengaged. Friggin' linked that.
Did that? Okay.
17 definitely hits.
Woohoo! 6. Slap
right.
it.
It's a start.
If only that was a 19. All right. Well, I think that's all I want to do here. So that'll end my turn.
Okay. Holden.
The one that's in front of. Never mind. I know what I'm doing. Taking 2 steps back, I'm going to use my free casting of Hex to Hex mark the one that's currently being fought by Rayun, and is adjacent between Alan and Rayun.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will crossbow.
$14 connects.
Then 11 damage.
11 damage. Dang, that's so much damage.
Woohoo!
What did these guys ever do to you?
They bit my
Do
girlfriend.
That
have
is-
hidden health bars, or are we supposed to see them?
can you not see the health bars? Dang, hold on.
No.
That means I'm gonna have to fix this for everyone. How about now?
Yes, for that guy.
Okay. Can I do this all at once? No. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm gonna add their health bars as they take damage because I don't feel like doing
That
4 of these
sounds
right now
smart.
and stalling. Tyrus, why don't you adjust that health bar some more?
I'm going to shoot this one, the one behind it. So you have a second health bar to adjust.
That one?
Yeah,
Heck yeah.
you did it. Nice. 24.
That's a nice roll.
Roll some damage. What the heck?
6.
Roll some more damage next time.
Okay.
It's a start. We're going to call that a work in progress shot.
I mean, I had to perfectly not hit the first one to hit the second one.
I'm going to ask 2 things before we go back to the violence phase. The first is, Holden, did you want Glitch to do anything, or did that take up the hex?
The bonus action was to Hex, and I'm gonna leave him guarding Mira until she moves. He won't move.
Okay. Because Alan is an NPC and therefore sucks, he has a 0 initiative, and he is going to also disengage and move his paltry 20 feet speed to get the fudge away. Sorry, Rayun.
That's all right. And it doesn't provoke attack of opportunity.
Right, because he disengaged.
Right. Okay. Well, if he ran away, I would have done protection as well.
Well, he does run away, and I'm not 100% sure what that means, but you're free to do that in response.
No, because he just disengaged, so
Okay.
he doesn't need it.
Well, Rayun, you're about to become a very popular person.
Hooray!
But before that, the rumbling that you guys have been hearing continues. Because of course it does. Because I just can't have 4 of these little things coming at you. As we start to see a 5th, there it is, now it's in the right place. Flame geyser erupt. And a 5th buggle appear. And that one is on his side, and I don't know why, but we're going with it. So, back to the Torbs. It's Torb time.
It's Torben time.
Yep.
Thank you for
Well-
making that joke way better.
Well, you know what's funnier? There's 5 of them.
Torb number 1 is going to just take a bite at Ray.
Go,
These things
go,
are not very
Torben
smart.
Rangers.
I love that both of you guys are on Power Rangers, and I think Try and I are on Morbius.
Morbius, a little bit, yeah.
Yeah. So, these things aren't super concerned with tactics and going for the healers and the squishy units. There's someone right in front of them that they can eat. Now, I don't even need to roll a die, but I'm going to see if I can. Turns out you can roll a D1. Rayun, we're about to do some chomping.
All right, here we go.
I believe a 24 hits you.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Okay. And that's going to be for 9 damage.
All right.
Nom nom nom.
Nom nom nom. The second Torb, he's going to come in and try and join in on that.
Mm. Jeez.
Also, I got good rolls, and I'm not going
Oh.
to feel too bad about that.
Nope.
I
Don't
believe
you
a
feel
20
good?
hits you, even though you have a really good AC.
Yeah, actually, that goes over by 1.
Dang.
Yeah, these guys hit hard.
Whew. Yeah, they do.
Oh, shoot. Okay, well.
It's okay. I believe that the rest of the front line is going to get there any minute to help.
Mm,
Also, that's one of the things I've learned about GMing in Roll20 is it's a lot harder fudge numbers because everybody can see my roll.
Yep.
Torb number 3 is going to join in because there's food. And that's this button.
okay. Okay.
We did.
Okay, we did
Crit.
it. No!
Torb 4 does not have a good opportunity. I'm pretty sure because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, look. Torb number 4 could get to this space, but what if instead Torb 4 went to this space and instead of biting at you, closed the journal entry? Gosh dang it.
I love it when
Or-
they choose to do that for their.
I've been so good
Action.
about that. And instead erupts from his gullet a stream of fire.
Ooh. Oh, no.
Uh,
Sir, I might be down to 2.
I believe you get a deck saving throw.
You do get
Oh.
a deck save.
All right.
And I'm also going to have Tyrus make that same deck save.
Sorry, I wanted to read that.
As
Ready?
that stream of fire is going to go roughly this way.
Ouchies. Just kidding.
Yep, down to 2.
Okay.
Can I
Wow.
swap roles with him?
I mean, that's probably something you could consider on your turn, yeah.
I meant like, I give him my 20 and I take his 9.
Ooh.
Since
No.
we can't fudge numbers, can I just straight up swap with him this one time?
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
Worth
I
asking.
am almost dead.
All right. Well, good news. I am out of Torbs, effectively.
For now.
This last Torb is going to make his way downtown over here, and then not really do anything. And then it's Beer's turn.
Excellent. Are we to wonder if creatures will continue coming if we don't somehow find a way to close these fire pits, or are we more just concerned with the things that are trying to kill Sav at the moment?
I'll have anybody that's interested in the answer to that question make a nature check. Gosh dang it.
Gosh dang it!
Okay, I'm gonna roll, but I only have a 1 and I'm not rolling well.
Huh?
All right. I will pose, even though they weren't the ones that asked the question, Tyrus and Holden, the rumblies that you were feeling, that earthquake sensation that Mira barely even noticed anyway, so that's definitely the explanation for the roll, have dramatically reduced from when you were first feeling them, presumably now that all of these Torbs are out in the world.
You were just feeling the cavitation from their digging.
That seems like it. Yeah.
All right, Rayun, I'm going to give you a choice. Either I can cast Healing Word on you, which is 1d4 plus my modifiers, to buy you a little bit of time until your turn so that you can use your healing potion if you still have that available, your soup. Or I can cast Fairy Fire, which will give everybody advantage if they fail their dex saving throws. And I'm going to let you pick.
I'm trying to see if I still have my soup, because it's looking like I don't.
I
Okay.
have reason to believe that only one person has drank from the soup,
And it had multiple uses.
and it had 3 uses. So
Okay.
everybody should have at least 2 charges of soup, and everybody but one of you, and I honestly don't remember who, should have 3 still.
I probably. Well, I think I.
Because it's really strong, if I remember correctly. So if you
Mhm.
still have a charge, then that should get you a good ways, and we would be better suited to probably having advantage on hits.
Okay, that might be a good choice to do fairy fire.
Okay. I also don't want you to die, so
Right. Because they're hitting super hard today.
I know, and since
Um,
the healing word is just a D4 plus 3, so I mean I only healed myself for 4, and they hit
it's
me for
the
way more than that.
it's the Ambrosia of Champions, right? Is that what it is?
No,
Or
that
no?
was one of the objects that was for requisitions. It's also very cool and would be really useful right this second.
Yep, but
I never made a token for that because I didn't make those until very recently. For your soup potion, since we don't have a token for it yet, it is a complex action, effectively most of your turn, to drink from the soup, and it will recover for you, now that we've seen it happen before, 3d8 health.
3d8 health. Okay. All right. But it's still Mira's turn, so
Yes.
Yes, but we're trying to decide if I should healing word you for a tiny bit or if you can heal yourself when it comes to your turn.
I'll probably heal myself
Okay.
when it comes to my turn.
Then I am going to cast Fairy Fire, which I already shared in case you need to see it. And it's a 20-foot cube. And each one of these is 5 feet.
Yep.
Okay. So really the only place I can't reach the other one, but I could cast it here and hit all 4 of those.
I mean, if you don't care about hitting Rayun, you can easily hit all 5 of them.
Well, how is your dex saving throw, Rayun?
Saving throw, I'm at a 1.
Okay. Well, tell you what. Let's give you a bardic inspiration because I have one of those, and I don't think that takes away. I can bardic inspire and also do fairy fire. Is that correct? Because one is an action and one is.
And the other one's a what bonus action?
Let me see.
99% sure it's a bonus.
You can use this feature a number of times equal to your charisma modifier. You can use a bonus action on your turn to choose one creature other than yourself. Okay. So
Sounds good to me.
I'm going to bardic inspiration, and I'm pretty sure I can even do a thing if you would like. Let me go to my bardic inspiration.
Please.
Okay. All right, Rayun, see what you can do if you have just one extra d6. It might be good, it might be bad. Let's roll and see what fits.
Woo!
And I'm casting Fairy Fire here.
So something like, for my own sake, here?
Yes, perfect.
All right. Let's see. So why don't you give me a dex save Rayun first,
Okay.
because that's like, let's be real, that's the one we care about.
And then plus 6 is 16.
You have to roll a d6
Oh,
and get to.
roll a
oh,
d6.
wait.
Okay.
Is that right?
Yes.
I
how
don't
it works.
see. I'm going to trust you because I don't have your character sheet up.
Yeah, any d20 contest, not damage, you just add a 6-sided die roll to the result.
15.
Hey!
That was exactly what you needed.
Oh my god.
We did it! We did it, Rayun!
Oh god.
Well, actually, I'm not sure what you needed because the spell save DC now says 0, but I'm going to assume that a 5 is definitely getting you there. Mira, what is your spell save DC?
Let me find it. Would it be on the spells tab?
Yep, in the spells tab, upper
Mhm.
right-hand corner.
Why does it say my spell save DC is 0?
That's not good.
That's not good.
That
Probably
can't
because
be right.
we had to jimmy rig everything together.
Oh, for my character sheet.
Yeah.
Yeah, perhaps. Mayhaps.
It's 10 plus your charisma modifier. Charisma is your spellcasting mod, so it's actually 8 plus proficiency plus charisma, but
My charisma is 3.
13.
So 13. Okay.
Hooray!
That's relevant because I'm about to roll it 4 times. Let's see. So, orb number 1,
Boo!
orb number 2,
Even
Boo!
more boo.
orb number 3.
Oh my god.
Boo!
Wow.
Jesus. Okay.
Well, the
Wow.
good news is you didn't hit Rayun. But I do have some bad news too,
Uh-huh.
which is I don't think you hit anything else. Whew.
What is up with these torbs?
These dwarves are crazy. Mira, anything else you'd like to do?
I can't do anything else, so I'm just gonna hang here with Glitch.
All right.
Try not to make things worse.
Rayun, I'm really curious to see how your turn goes.
Soup?
Soup!
3d8, right?
Yep.
16.
That's pretty good. In the interest of not burying in any knowledge, not trying to surprise you or get you any gotchas, is there anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Because soup takes most of my action, right?
Soup is a complex action.
Okay, so I still have an attack action, question mark?
Now attacking is also a complex action.
Okay.
But if you have any free actions, you could do those.
Well, because I didn't do an attacking action, action surge doesn't help here, correct?
I'm going to assume yes, but I'm going to look anyway. Trust but verify. No, it's just once per turn. On your turn, you can take an additional action.
Okay. I'll use action surge. And that frees me up to, let's see. You know what? Uncanny dodge, because we haven't used that in a while. Or what was that ability? Oh, advanced dodge. Sorry.
Heck
I'm
yes,
thinking-
advanced dodge.
Yeah. Why am I thinking uncanny dodge?
I don't know. But that does sound familiar. It
Rogue?
might be a rogue thing. Well, if I'm being honest, not what I was insinuating at, but definitely a good call. So now all of your dex saving throws will be made at advantage, and attack rolls against you will be made at disadvantage.
All right. Awesome.
Additionally, while you are in this mode, Anytime you're missed, you may move as a free action 10 feet.
Okay.
You dance around for a while.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Holden.
I'm going to issue Glitch the command Life in Danger, and Glitch will charge in. I'm going to wait to take an action to see if I drop this guy. I may need to move Hex. I'm going to shoot at the low health target directly in front of Rayun.
Okay. 21 and 7 damage.
Waiting for Hex to roll. 10 total.
Dang. 10 damage. Well, I'm going to make that one disappear. And then I'm going to open the character sheet real fast.
I'm going to use my bonus to move Hex to the diagonally adjacent full health Torb that Rayun is fighting.
This one?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. We'll go with this one. But I have reactions of my own. Your shot lands pretty well, along with a couple other nicking blows, right into that big old bulbous, fiery underbelly. And for lack of a better way to describe it, the Torb pops.
Death rattle go boom.
Yeah. So, hey, fortunately, you're pretty far away. This is not your problem.
But it is mine.
But all creatures within 10 feet, it is your problem. So, if you wouldn't mind having Glitch and Rayun make dex saves, I would appreciate it.
Hooray!
Heck yes.
Wow, we both rolled a 6 as our first roll. That's crazy.
Whoa.
Well, I'm gonna roll a 6 now too.
A D6?
I was
nope.
close. Yeah. So now we know. Torbs pop.
Torbs pop.
What else you got? Try.
That's it. Action move the bonus Hex to this guy and put Glitch in position to protect Rayun.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Would you allow me to move Glitch there? He still had 10 feet of movement after his after my attack.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll give you that one.
I am done. I have the same pet deflectability that Rayun does as protection, so the first adjacent attack that gets made against him, make it a disadvantage. I'll use my reaction to deflect.
Okay. We have a lot of disadvantage going on. That's probably for the best.
Oh, he's still
Ooh.
dodging. I guess it doesn't matter.
He is also dodging, yes.
I am also judging.
No double disadvantage.
No triple. Just keep going.
And I'm going to offer this because it's important, at least to help get it in people's brains. Rayun, would you like to move 10 feet as a free action?
I am rolling around in my little 5-foot box
Okay,
to dodge.
wonderful. I thought I'd at least offer. It is an available opportunity, but I understand.
Yes. We are manning the gate at this point.
You could dodge 10 feet to here and be surrounded again if you really wanted to.
If I wanted to.
Not saying it's a good idea, but like you have the option.
But so here's my thinking, Foob. I'm gonna get surrounded anyway.
Yeah.
So why move closer when I could just stay in place?
Because you'd be proactive about it.
Oh, that's true.
It's a terrible idea, but like it's an option.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't
Tyrus,
recommend it.
Tyrus, why don't you make a horrible decision of your own and we'll see what happens.
Cool, I'm gonna shoot this guy right here.
Okay.
And I'm specifically aiming through Rayun so I don't hit him.
It's gonna be like as I raise my arm, you shoot a
It's
bullet.
a 9. I did terrible.
Yeah, you don't hit anything else either. You hit the
Nice.
gate. You shot the gate really hard.
Sweet.
Alan was just repairing that gate. He might be a little sad when he sees that, but you know
Just blame it on the Torbs.
that's true.
Torbs, pulled out some guns, started shooting everything.
Notorious gunfighters,
was-
those Torbs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Notorious for gunfighting.
Notorious.
Wow. So proud of you.
Notorious.
And I think I'll move here.
Okay.
Call it a day.
There, in one of the old systems that I used to GM, there was a really good way to reward players for good role playing, and half the time, that reward for good role playing was who made the best pun of the moment.
You get to do that in the Genesis system, which is why I really like that system.
Excellent. Alan is continuing to hide behind Mira and Morthos. Now he's hiding directly behind Morthos because NPCs are funny. And hey, remember that rumbling that you were feeling?
Oh no.
Oh shoot, I deleted the only Torb that had an initiative.
Nice.
Well, we're gonna fix that real fast and put him back on the charts.
Mhm.
But in addition to that, the rumbling has pretty much ceased from the east, and instead, you guys see that same sort of violent magma plume erupting from the west.
Oh no. Oh no.
As a free action I'm giving him, you hear Alan shout out, "No, my farmhouse!" And we're going to the Torb's turn. Fortunately,
Oh, my cabbages.
well, those cabbages are toast. Didn't stand a chance. But it was either the cabbages or the pigs, so you know. Fortunately, Torb's not being very smart. Aren't going to be able to quite get there because this is 20 feet if there isn't a fence in the way. So instead, what? Stop that. Give me that. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer. It's my own dumb fault. Yeah. This Torb literally runs around this through this gate that I've decided is open for the purposes of role playing, and then runs down the path in order to get to Rayun and friends.
Speedy little bugger.
These things are pretty fast. Let's see.
Brings new meaning to hot feet.
Mm-hmm. Rayun, you're definitely getting at least one of these Torb attacks.
Or maybe 3.
Probably not 3. That would be mean. I don't know why you'd think I would do that. But here's one. Ooh! That's no good. Torb number 2 that's currently hexed, and I'm pretty sure the hex doesn't do anything. Oh, I didn't even roll for disadvantage. Well, we didn't need it. Torb number 2 that is hexed, but I don't think will have disadvantage on its attacks against Glitch.
Not unless Rayun uses his reaction to give it protection.
So as the Torb attacks, I cling my shield, giving disadvantage and disorienting.
Sure, and disorienting.
Because the clanging of the shield should disorient, right? Right.
I don't know what you're referring to, but I at least know how disadvantage works. So I'm gonna click that.
Woohoo!
That's about as bad as it gets. And we're going to have these Torbs split up evenly because I do love when things are even. So one more Rayun. I don't know why I put these back to normal. They're all at disadvantage. And one more Glitch.
Great.
That one might hit.
Yeah.
Okay. That means 7 damage. That could be worse.
I can't see his health bar. Will you let me know if he gets too low?
He's at 9 of 27.
Ugh.
Ooh.
Drink a soup.
I don't think he has a soup.
That's probably true. But good news. A, the Torb's turn is over, and B, I'm not even going to make you make perception checks because the first ones were mostly just to make me feel good about myself. That rumbling, as far as you can tell, has ceased. So,
Okay.
Mira, what would you like to do now that you're on firm footing again?
Okay, the first thing I'm going to do, since there's been shenanigans afoot, is make sure that our crates are somewhere near me, Morithos, Holden, and are still safe and have not been bothered by the chaos. Because we need these berries. And I want to make sure they're okay.
One of them is mildly in the area, but... Well, actually, hold on. Let me sift through my tokens so that I can properly take care of this, because would you believe that I just happen to have a token for this?
I would believe it.
Here we go. That's close enough. One was here, and then a second one was roughly where Glitch was when this fight started, which I believe is roughly here.
Okay.
This first one definitely was in the radius of that first Torb explosion, and so I'm not going to make an attack on a crate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you that right now this crate is on fire. And I can't believe that of all of these little icons that they give you, there isn't one for fire. So how about that? It's on lava.
All right. I don't think I have any way to put it out. So what I am going to do is I'm going to drag this crate a safe distance away to here next to Alan.
Great.
To make sure that nothing happens to it. And I am going to use one of my spell slots to healing word Glitch.
You can't.
Oh, I can't heal him?
He's not alive. He can only be repaired.
Oh,
He's got.
you have to heal him
I
on your
can.
turn.
I have to mend him with an artificer spell called Mend, or he's got his pet repair 3 times per day.
Okay.
I'll tell you
Thank
that. What though?
Appreciate it.
In order to make the sting of that a little bit better, what if I gave you the option of having Morithos work on the crates? Since he is kind of an NPC
That would
right
be
now.
excellent, because then
You can,
I at
like-
least know that they are taken care of and that this wasn't all for naught.
I will give you guys the option of, like, once per round, giving Morithos the signal to do something.
Okay, that's perfect.
And we'll say that since I've already rebalanced this for 4 people, that can't be an attack.
Fine.
But if you wanted to have him move crates or throw his body on crates to try and put them out,
Very fair. Okay.
like,
So we had him move this round, and we'll have him put the fire out and move the other one the next round.
Yeah,
Is
that seems
fair?
doable.
Okay, cool. All right, then I'm gonna short bow because we got to get some damage on these guys. This is not.
Somebody's got to hurt him.
This is not going well. I am going to shoot this one here in the middle.
The one that's wounded already?
Yes.
Great.
Well, maybe I'm not.
You definitely shot an arrow. And hey, it wasn't a crit miss, so there's no risk that it's going to hit your friend.
I was gonna say at least it didn't hit Rayun.
Yeah.
My turn is over.
All right. Well, that's okay. We'll work on that. It's something to practice. Let's see. Next in line is Rayun, who's doing a great job of holding the line.
Well, I am highly considering using my other suit because I am at 16. These things hit like a freight train.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna use my soup.
That's I think that is a perfectly reasonable thing to do.
That's a 14.
That's a perfectly reasonable soup. Is that full health?
Yes,
Wonderful.
I'm back to full and used actions. Action surge.
You have used your action surge yet. Are you sure there are no other free actions you would like to take?
Unfortunately, I don't really have much in terms of that. Actually, hold on. Well, advanced dodge is still a regular action, right?
It is, yes.
Okay. Hmm. Well, I can't really do anything, so guess
All right.
I'll just
Gonna hold the line?
hold the line here.
Sounds good. In that case, I'm gonna push this button and make it Holden's turn.
I'm going to fire a crossbow at the hexed one. Oof.
That is as bad as it gets. And considering I was just making that joke, would you mind making rolling one more die?
What kind?
Any even number.
Flip a coin.
Great. Odds was you don't hit glitch.
Oh God,
Does he hit Raiden instead?
No.
Okay, good.
doesn't
It
hit.
just buries really far into the dirt. I'm going to say this critical miss in particular was so critically missed that you like really, really shoot the ground to the point that pretty much everybody but Rayun and Glitch see this big old dirt cloud. And Morithos even has the presence of mind to look back and say, geez, what the heck was that?
Since I didn't get anywhere close to taking one out, I'm going to have to use my bonus action to have Glitch initiate self-repair.
That's a lot.
17, right? Right?
Okay.
If I remembered the last time we checked his health.
Oh, I thought he was at 9 of 27.
He was at 9, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
was he at 9? Okay.
Mine is 19.
Man, I
It
really
just
need to
performed
stress.
a mathematic function of plus 10, so I was confused how it could screw that up, but
Yeah,
find a
that's
way.
a pretty easy one. As we go to Tyrus' turn, I really want to stress that my cats were really freaked out by people being in my house for 4 days, and also that I've been gone for work. So now they are really hamming up the lap time.
They need to recharge.
That's right. So, Tyrus,
Hey, what's up?
what would you like to do in this situation?
I'm gonna try really hard to hit this guy here.
Okay.
Like really hard.
It can't possibly go worse than Holden shot.
14.
Okay. I literally hovered over the numbers to make sure that that 2 was not included in the 12. That is damage.
It's not a lot, but it's something.
It's an honest day's work. And hey, look, you could critically miss, right?
It's true. You could hit someone by accident.
Tyrus, anything you'd like to do with your turn, with your life? Just anything you want to get
I
off
don't
your
really have
chest?
anything else to do.
Yeah, I
don't think
feel
I have
that it's
any-
pretty much just go to work, go to sleep.
Pretty much just shoot, wait, shoot, wait.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe kill something. We'll see.
Well, speaking of killing things, it's the Torb's turn. Torbs don't really understand gates, and I've decided don't really understand hills either. So, this one Torb that kind of has his option to do whatever he wants is gonna run over here. Just roll himself down the hill. He literally runs up to this point, like here, and then just barrels his way down this hill. So I'm going to have one of these take a nice chomp at Mira. Oh, which was not at disadvantage.
So 18?
Yeah, so I'm going to have that 18 take effect. For 8 damage. And then I'm going to take a bunch of bites at Rayun.
Okay.
When the middle wounded one bites, I'll impose disadvantage with pet deflect.
Makes sense. So I will start with that one because that way I don't jump back and forth. So the first one at disadvantage misses.
Misses.
Great.
And actually, it misses both. If it was a 17.
Shh. Try be proud of his action. Come
Well,
on,
it
man.
was super good, and I appreciate it.
I would normally wait to see the roll, but it's the only one I can affect, right? Because it's got to be within 5 yards of him and me. So.
Right.
Yeah. I think you could have also done the
I
hex
could have done
one.
the hexed one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I assume that was going to bite glitch. I guess.
Well, it is going to, but I'm saying that was an option. We got 2 and 2. So one more on Rayun that is not at disadvantage anymore, yeah?
Correct. And it misses.
Great. And then 2 at Glitch.
The hexed one, I'm gonna do protection, so I'm gonna cling my shield and get its attention.
I'm going to say maybe save it because I already rolled and it missed. You should
were
definitely
rolling-
do that next turn, but I'm
Oh,
going to
okay.
give you this one for free because I was too hasty. And then we'll have the second one that's against the fence do the same thing. And that one's probably going to hit.
Oh.
But, sorry, Ryan, there wasn't much you could do about that.
Nope.
For only 4 damage, though.
Oh god.
It's actually a pretty
That's
bad
great.
roll. Heck yeah. And that is the entirety of our Torb moment.
All right, I have a plan. Are you ready?
I hope you do. It is your action.
Okay. Can we have Morthos move the second crate, put out the second crate and move it before I take my turn?
I'll give you that one. Where would you like that crate moved to?
Someplace safe. Ideally not in front of me in a 15-foot cone.
How about
Oh my god.
how about here?
That'll work.
All right.
My favorite response to a GM. Where would you like to do it? Somewhere safe.
We'll get Alan in on that. Alan can do the putting out the flames.
Cause I'm gonna thunder wave that bad boy. He's got to make a Constitution saving throw, and if he fails, he'll take 2d8 thunder damage and get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. Let's see. Constitution. Oh, no, wait. Shoot, that's the wrong button. There we go. I almost rolled Morthos' Constitution. That button.
Oh no.
So no knockback and half damage.
So 1d8.
You roll 2d8 and then you just split the damage in half.
Oh my
Oof.
god.
Holy
I
shit,
quit.
Wow.
I am done with tonight.
Bad news, it's rounded down.
Oh.
Hey, I had the great idea. Let's go play some Dragonflight instead right now.
Right? I'm pretty sure Zell said that he was like, I really just love the opportunity to play this
Yeah, let's just
game
like
and
alt
relax."
F4 tonight and just restart next time. You know?
You can just say campaign over. You can just say it.
Oh my
Oh, man.
gosh.
If we
Okay.
don't save, it
Fuck.
won't save our progress, right?
I
So,
mean, it's
funny-
fine because this was like that battle with the little raptor guys that Foob just kept getting his butt kicked.
It's
That's
true. We all
true,
have
yeah.
a moment.
All right,
Mhm.
I gotta disengage. I can't take any more hits. Can I
You
disengage?
can't.
I can't.
Casting the spell was an action.
I
Oh, sorry,
am
it's not for me to say so. I'm sorry.
stuck
Yeah,
here.
that is a rule effect, though. Yeah.
Okay, well, then I don't really have any options. I can't drink the potion,
hmm
so I guess I'm done and will likely die next turn.
Let's go to Rayun. Hopefully, he has some better news.
Well, I'm at full health, and they did great this turn, not hitting me in the face.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I will go ahead and hit the injured one. This one with my longsword.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Will you though?
no, I won't. Not today. I'm gonna take a nap. Okay, go back. Let's see. Well, I can't really do much, and I have to be. I think. Yeah, I have to be within range to heal Mira. At least give her some hit points, but that I guess ends my turn.
You sure there are no free actions you would like to take?
Is shoving a free action?
No, but that would be really fun.
So Diego, like just player to player, he's given you that out every turn for the last 3 turns. I suspect there's a bonus action you can perform that may be worth looking over your character sheet for.
Maybe also like looking at some journal entries. Have those two things work together.
He's politely telling us there's a thing you can do that'll help.
That's what I'm trying to remember. And I already used my shield from last time. So, and because it's still the same day, right?
Ow, 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 ow. When have you used your shield?
I used my shield when we were fighting Alan Hallen. And we got him to stop attacking. So I've used that shield.
Oh, I didn't know your shield had a right click.
Yeah, it has an on use. And it's 1 per day.
All right, I'm going to be honest. I forgot that you had used it. And I
Yeah.
feel bad enough that I'm giving you your charge back.
All
Because
right,
I've been
now I
telling you to do that for the last 3 turns. Because I totally forgot. And I would rather feel good than bad.
All right.
So
Do the thing. Do the
I mean,
thing.
it also doesn't help. It's like it's suboptimal right now because you're at full health and it heals you. But I was mostly under the impression you had forgotten you had that shield. So, whoops. That's okay.
Whoops.
It happens. Now we're all aware of both what I was thinking and what you're capable of, which is great.
Hooray.
If you would like to not use that, then I can push this button. We'll forget all this happened and make it Holden's turn.
Let's see. Oh, well, my there is also, let's see. There's AC, which is +5. The next time I attack, I get a +5 to my AC. Next time you would take fire or shadow damage from an attack, I can make a Constitution save. If I succeed, the damage is negated.
Mhm.
Oh, that's the health one.
Yeah.
Okay. I think for now I'll hold on to it, and then I will use it later.
Okay. In that case, I'm going to move to Holden. And sorry, I don't have any bonus things to give you, Holden, right now, but if I did, I probably would. Just, because it's nice to give people things.
Wait. Reverse order. I'm going to shoot first the hexed one.
Mhm.
That misses, I suspect.
It does.
I will pet attack the hexed one. Also a miss.
Dang.
I'm going to just move here, giving it hopefully another target to choose from.
Mm-hmm.
End turn. It's bad when the damage was greater than the hit roll.
Yes.
All right, which one do we need to kill? This one?
All of them?
All of them. Which one's the most dangerous at the moment? This guy?
Yeah.
I
definitely.
mean, we were hoping to get that one off the boards that doesn't finish off Mira. But one more round and
I'm
the
gonna
four down there are gonna finish off our tanks.
I'm gonna shoot this one right here and kill it, or hurt it really bad. Just kidding.
Oh no.
I mean,
Have I used my action surge?
you have not.
I'm gonna use that and try again.
That seems reasonable.
Ugh,
13.
Well,
does that hit?
I have
think
good
that was
news.
14.
Holden's 12 missed,
Ooh.
and this 13 hits.
Now we know
Ooh.
exacties.
So we
Nice.
learned something.
Cool. Maybe I'll roll more than 6 damage.
I believe in you.
Hey, I rolled
Hey!
7.
Wish.
Whew. And that was targeting the one next to Holden and Mira?
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm gonna run in and draw
Heck
my
yeah.
axe.
Let's get more people close to this thing that can explode. Love it.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to go to their turn. Let's see. Well, we all care about the one that's here, right? The one that's in the back line. So I'm going to roll this 1d3. And it rolled Mira. I wish I could take that roll back and make it a GM roll so that I could fudge it properly.
That's all right.
But look, this just means he likes you. I really don't know what your TN is.
It is 14.
Yeah.
All right, we did it.
Yep.
You could tell I've hit that point where I'm like, okay, listen, I wanted this to be rough, but
You didn't know that we were gonna roll super low.
yeah, we've
Well, if
had
you would just
several
toggle
full
off
turns.
the high GM roll, low player roll, that would be very
Man.
helpful.
There's even a fudge button, and I feel like that should do something, but I don't know what. Yeah, that didn't do anything. So we'll have to experiment with that for later. But anyway, now let's go hurt Rayun a bunch.
Hooray.
Let's see. There's no disadvantage on the first one, so that's easy. We're just going to hit this button. And miss. Great.
Yeah.
Then the second one that is currently wounded. Combined
misses.
don't hit you.
Oh my god.
The hexed one is going to make an attack at... I'm going to say Rayun again, because honestly, I'm kind of annoyed that I missed twice.
Hooray.
At disadvantage. Great. So we'll just hit that button again. Now number 3 misses.
Oh.
And number 4 has to attack Glitch because there's no other options.
You haven't crit in a while, and that makes me nervous.
Okay, that was not a crit.
Solid hit though.
It is a solid hit. And it's going to be for 11 damage. Goodness.
So you're down to 8, right?
4.
4. Oh.
Briefly, Alan runs into the shed. That's all. Mira, it's your turn.
I am getting the heck away from that thing. 'Cause
Okay.
I don't want it to explode on me. And what is the radius?
10 feet.
10 feet. Okay, great. So I'm safe next to this crate of hearthberries, which I should not be using as. Let's go here. And I guess I will try again to shoot. Well, shit, I don't want to kill one next to.
Before you do, I'm going to give you a little bit of knowledge since you just happened to accidentally follow exactly where Hallen went.
Uh-huh.
You see that inside the shed, he has made his way to a big old barrel and is scooping a bucket out of it.
Is it water?
It's still part of your movement even, so yeah,
I could go
you can
in
easily
and
see that
investigate.
within this shed that I can't actually remove the lid of.
That's okay.
Yes, it is
Okay.
definitely a water barrel.
I'm going to ask him if he has any suggestions for defeating these guys.
He literally just holds up the bucket.
All right.
Say, it's all I got, lass.
Well, I guess I'll try it. I think I can bring the bucket out, but I can't. I don't have the movement anymore to go anywhere
Yeah,
else.
that's probably about your whole turn's worth
So-
of movement.
I'll hang here with my bucket, and I'm gonna shoot at this guy.
I just like to think
Ugh.
Mira's still holding the bucket as she's drawing her bow.
Yeah,
Quit.
I was just picturing the mirror was just like remembered to put the bucket down.
Nah,
Apparently, maybe a little hasty given
obviously
that.
it didn't matter.
Oof. Oof. Okay,
And
Uh,
scene.
Rayun,
Let's do better this time.
no buckets allowed.
Please, no buckets. That's not a bucket.
That's not a bucket.
And it's an 18, so that's good. That's good. That's good. Checking that one.
Yeah.
A 6.
Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Well, still working it.
Yep.
All right.
Holden.
I'll ask Tyrus if he's going to plan to hold this creature here.
Yeah.
Seeing that you've dropped your rifle and gone to axe, I'm going to take the attack of opportunity and go back to my initial position.
Okay. That means I do this.
Yep.
And this. Okay, 8's not bad.
And then I will fire a crossbow at the hexed one.
Well, we now know 13 hits,
14 damage.
14 damage. Dang. That's what we've been looking for.
I'll have glitch attack.
Someone
with
hit
1 for 9.
something.
All right.
Wow. Same one you said?
Same one.
Okay. I was thinking to myself, boy, I don't think I made these guys too hard. Oh, that's what we're missing. Hits.
Oh, hits. Oh yeah, we've been rolling very poorly,
Yeah.
and you have
And-
been rolling
I have to
exceptionally
roll. I have to roll a 5 or better to hit them, and I've missed 3 of the 4 attacks.
Yeah. Which is, it's amazing, but like I said, I can't fudge that. So sometimes I just gotta laugh while everything burns down.
Yep.
That seems like a turn well spent, though. Anything else you'd like to take care of?
That's all I got.
Tyrus.
I'm gonna choppy chop this fire gecko.
That sounds great. Yeah, you sure do. Well, yeah.
I'm
Oh, she's back.
Ugh.
Great. Whew. Okay. I have decided that Morthos sees the writing on the wall and is going to step back 5 feet. And I also have decided that since it's the end of the round, Alan also emerges from the shed, and look, he's not dumb. He's just a little scared. He spends his entire 20-foot movement just getting that bucket up this hill. Right? Like, look, I've seen this challenge play out on Survivor. A poorly made bucket full of water. It's hard to keep that water in the bucket. But he's definitely in league to do something with it soon. Right after a bunch of Torbs happen. So first, Tyrus. I don't even know what your TN is, but I'm going to make this burning... ooh.
what happened?
He saw 3 in a line.
I did see 3 in a line. Well...
Is that like
what?
tic-tac-toe?
Well, one of us wins, yeah. Yeah, I do see 3 of you in a line. This Torb is going to spit some hot lyrics at you. And
Roast him.
I'm going to
thunder.
have Tyrus, Alan, and Mira roll a deck save. Great. Alan has got to have a character sheet somewhere. Oh my gosh, he actually does. Oh, he's so bad.
Join the club.
All right. Well, I do have bad news, Mira.
I'm ready.
Yeah, that's going to put you down. And it's going to put Alan, nope, that's his full health, at a small amount of health. Good news. We got 3 rounds worth of death saving throws and or soup. Or, other heals. Like someone could just like healing word or something.
Yeah, I can soup.
And good news, everything else is just going to take bites at things. So, Rayun, let's do 2 of these at you. First one from the full health one. Extremely misses.
Mm-hmm.
And the second and third are both instead going to give off a final. Quite simply, they kind of just decide to explode. Good news, those Torbs explode. And the bad news is I'm going to have you and Glitch make a pair of deck saves.
Consistent.
Very. I'm proud of you. Rayan, could I get one more?
Oh, one more. Okay.
Dang. Honestly, I kind of wanted you to roll a natural 11, just so
Yeah.
everything would line up. The two of you will both end up taking. I'm just going to roll it all as one. Not 2d5. Well, that's cool. 6 whole damage.
So just altogether 6?
Yep. Each of
Okay.
you took 2d6 from the 2 different explosions, and, you know,
And got a whole die out of it.
it could have been a little worse. But it does seem like Glitch is also not doing so hot. We do move to Mira's turn.
Can
Oh,
I drink a potion when I am incapacitated?
I'm going to be honest, I don't actually know how that works.
Well,
I think it might be that someone has to give you the potion, like administer it. I'm not sure. Let's see if I can find that out.
Yeah, rules is written. Once you're at 0, you can't take actions.
right. And you roll for condition track, right? Something like that?
Okay, here we go.
Death saving throw.
When you start your turn at 0 health points, you must make a spell saving throw called Death Saving Throw. Turn where you creep close to death, unlike other ones, tied to a score. Your roll is 10 or higher, you stabilize. Boy, I really think I would have been able to roll that 1 out of 3 dice. Let's see. If you roll a 1, that's 2 failures, and if you roll a 20, you instantly heal 1, and that gets you back up on your feet, metaphorically. If you take any damage, you take a death saving throw. Ooh, might need to get Glitch out of there. If you get crit, you take 2 of them, and if you gain any health, you stabilize. But you are still... Yes, you will not be able to drink a potion as you are technically unconscious right now. But I will say, someone can force feed you some soup. That seems like a sort of thing you do when someone's sick or ill. Might as well count when someone's dying. And also, a player may use... This would have been helpful to know. A player can use their action to administer first aid in an attempt to stabilize, which requires a successful DC 10 Wisdom Medicine check.
So, is there anything that I can do? Is there anything I can do myself, or do I need to wait for somebody else's turn, and then they give up their action to help me?
It looks like you're going to need to wait for someone to assist you.
Then I'm
so right
just
now,
gonna lay here and be dead.
I am going to ask for a death saving throw from you.
Death saving throw.
Just below hit points to the rate of hit dice.
Yep. All right, so that is 1 tick on that chart.
On the failure chart. Got it.
Yep.
Okay. Next.
Let's see. Rayan, you're up. You just got sprayed with Torb guts. Sucks that it's mostly made out of magma.
Yeah. Well, let me pull that up. So as my free action, I will go ahead and activate my shield's second ability and use the Constitution save one for health. Do I roll that when they're attacking?
Yes.
Okay. Then that'll be there for when they attack, and let's see. I guess that'll work. Or maybe maybe. Sorry. I'll move right here and attack this guy with my longsword.
All right. I do just want to confirm that if you're moving away, you will trigger an attack opportunity from the other one.
Yes, that's why
Okay.
I activated my my shield
Yep.
as well.
Just making sure. Then I will take care of that real fast. And nobody cares.
That missed.
So make your attack.
Alrighty. Please be a 19 or a 20. It's an 18.
Close.
That's okay. I was just hoping for an extra attack, but that's
Yep.
okay. Because this still hits. And gosh dang it. That's like 3 6s in a row.
Yeah, we've
This
been
is
seeing a
cursed.
lot of those.
This is cursed.
All right. Anything else you'd like to do?
Can I have another charge on my shield?
Nope.
Nope. Let's see. Looking through my stuff here. Let me see. Lay on hands. I'm just making sure that like I have to be within range for this.
I'm pretty confident that Lay on Hands is going to be a touch range spell.
Yeah, that's what I figured. It also says your blessed touch. Okay. Well, that'll actually end my turn here. Holden, if
Okay.
you wanna move Glitch out, I can give disadvantage.
He's unable to take actions right now.
Oh. Whoops.
You know, not to rub it in or anything.
Sorry.
No, I appreciate the offer. Is it my turn?
It is now your turn.
Should I play offensively or defensively?
That is your decision. Probably weren't asking me though. Now that I think about it.
The best offense is a great defense.
All right.
And yes, I know I said that backwards.
So I feel like we've been boned by action economy this whole time. We've spent all of our time trying to heal and keep up. Part of me wants to just power through, but I'm gonna leave Glitch down, I think. No. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to use a spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on Mira.
That is a big old heal.
It's the best I can possibly do.
Mm-hmm.
13 hit points for Mira. I'm going to use my bonus action to have Glitch pet repair for 12. And then I'm going to move 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to there. Before I end my turn, if the one by Tyrus explodes, am I in or out of the exploding radius?
10. It's a 10-foot radius, so you are currently in.
Then I'll go here instead.
I love that you gave me, am I in or out, and my brain said the word 10.
Depending on how you look at corners.
Yeah. 10-foot square. So, yeah, that works though.
Cool. I am done.
Okay. Let's see. So, that's going to go to Tyrus's turn.
Choppy chop.
Dang, that's close.
As a bonus action, I'd like to request to see its health bar, because I don't see it right now.
Yep, you're right. Let's see. I'll give you that as a free action.
Nice.
So, I mean, that health bar is good news.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. I believe you guys should be able to see everyone now. And we're going to go with that.
Woo.
Anything else I can offer you, Tyrus?
I don't think so.
Can I offer you an egg in this troubled time?
Yes, please.
Wonderful.
I'd like it poached.
I don't have any good way to transition to it's the Torb's turn. So it's the Torb's turn. This wounded
Actually,
Torb,
real quick,
Oh.
I'm sorry.
please.
Can I move here? So I'm still
Yeah?
cool. I don't want to give him another 3B.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. I see what you're saying. It would be
Yeah.
really funny if we just healed up Mira and then he gets a double kill.
Yeah, I'd rather just make him choose his targets.
Well, what if I told you something even better? That instead, he just chooses to explode.
Nice.
These self-destructs.
Which means we are triggering that pressurized gullet. And if you wouldn't mind, it's just you, because Holden made a good decision. If you wouldn't mind making a dex save. You did so well in the last one. And this one, geez.
I'm nailing my deck saves.
You sure are. Okay. I'm going to also remove this I'm dead symbol from Glitch. And then these two Torbs are, well, this one over here is going to roll a 1d2. He nails it. So, Rayun, you are almost hit.
Almost.
Almost. This other one sees that someone has kind of run up the hill he's looking at. Sorry, I think one of my cats just did something horrible, and I'm really sad that I didn't see it in time. Dang. This Torb sees somebody that's run up a hill and is going to go eat him. There we go. I scared him off from doing the horrible thing again. Tyrus, I believe a 19 hits you.
Yes.
All right. I appreciate how honest you were. I realized I haven't been verifying that too hard. That's 11 damage.
All right.
Gosh dang it, cat. I'm sorry. Could you guys give me 30 seconds to murder my cat?
Happy hunting.
I am now 5% from the Twitch drop for the mount.
Thanks for saying that, because I didn't check mine. Yeah, damn it, she's offline again.
Darn it.
Sorry about that. My male cat likes to eat my female cat's food because he is a fat piece of crap.
Oh my gosh.
So I had to chase him around and remind him that he's not allowed to do that. And I'm about to throw something at him if he keeps walking towards it. All right. We were doing Torb stuff. Torbing all over the place. I believe we had just attacked and hurt Tyrus. And then I said, it's Mira's turn.
I don't know. I've had such rotten luck trying to do anything. I feel like I have enough life. Maybe I try to hit something. This one's still at full health. Alright, let's do it.
Ooh, you
Yes.
definitely hit
Oh
it.
my god, I actually did something.
We did it.
Alright, so, and I also get to roll a d6 for... Oh, I also get to roll a d6 for sneak attack because there is someone within 5 feet of him. So
Great.
let's throw some extra damage at him. There you go, 10 damage.
That seems good.
And
All
I'm
right.
just going to stand here and try not to get blown up.
You know, I live my life by that rule. Rayan.
All right. Let's attack this thing.
You blow up my cat, you pay for the cat.
I will pay for the repairs. 17 to hit.
That seems like a good number. That seems like a bad number.
That seems like a bad number.
Remember when you're complaining about the sixes?
Yeah, I kind of want to go back to sixes.
I bet you do.
That was a 3.
Anything else?
That'll be it.
All right. Holden, are you going to hurt the cat?
I am, and that's fine.
Wow. Well, you certainly are. But really, it's the cat's fault because the cat has to make the deck save. And Rayun, you too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
He's seen better days.
Does the shield work for the pop?
Oh yeah, it totally does.
All right,
So make your Constitution save then.
and that's a +3, so this will be fine. That is
Okay.
a 20.
That seems great. So in that
Hooray.
case, nope, that's not the right command. Glitch is going to take 2 damage, and Rayun is going to heal 1.
I'm clapping. I don't know if you can hear that, Rayun, but
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
all right.
But in fairness, hey, that's still a swing of 3 damage, right?
Glitch
if
there
I
and glitch attack.
it's equal, so I get 2.
Oh, was it equal? I thought it was half. All
Nope,
right, even
it's
better. You
equal.
heal 2.
Hooray! I'm up to 28.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought that was half. All right, great. Good to know. Well, Glitch Attack says that's some damage.
Honestly, I think it would have been funnier if it was 1.
I mean, kind of, yeah. But right now, I'm a little less excited about funny and a little more excited about effective.
Yeah.
Speaking of effective, Tyrus, prove me wrong.
I'm gonna slap this thing with my axe, and it's probably gonna miss.
Sure doesn't.
It didn't, and now I'm gonna tickle it with 2 points of damage.
No.
I like this whole reverse
Tyrus,
psychology
you
with the
found your
dice
secret.
thing.
You can't believe in yourself.
All right.
The game.
Anything else? Because that seemed pretty effective.
Yeah, I'm gonna demoralize myself a little more and say that it was a fluke and it'll never happen again.
Seems like a good call. Okay. Well, Alan, watch this ingenuity. Trundles his way his whole 20 feet forward. 15 feet forward. And I don't have a good way to do this on his character sheet because I didn't really plan out bucket attacks. But honestly, it's not that different than his hammer swing. So we're just going to pretend this says bucket instead. He hurls the contents of that bucket at the Torb, dousing it in water. That's all. The Torb is upset. Look, let's be real. Any of us would be. I don't know how many of you guys ended up doing ice bucket challenges, but it's pretty awful. And I believe he's going to take that rage out on Tyrus because I believe in myself. I can get that one last crit.
You can do it.
Come on, crit. I don't even think that hits.
It matches.
It matches? Well, it's something. Then I will I will deal 8 damage, and you will like it.
I'm having a great time right now.
Wonderful. You're doing that reverse psychology thing again, aren't you?
No.
I'm so confused. Mira.
All right, since I'm still safe, far away from any explosions, let's go ahead and shoot.
Mhm.
And
That hits.
my damage plus my d6.
You don't even need it.
Oh,
But it's good.
I'm overkilling that mofo.
Heck yeah, you are.
You might kill it too much, and I might die.
Actually, as it turns out, the beast does let out a pressurized pop. However, its carapace has been cooled down by a deluge of water, and the thing does not explode in guts. And so, I'm going to minimize the turn order screen, as we have vanquished the Torb threat. I'm
More
proud
like
of y'all.
They vanquished us. Oof.
That is also true.
I'm still standing.
Yeah, but how many times did you have to panic heal glitch?
Almost as many times as I had to panic heal you.
Yeah, it's true.
All right. Alan is like heaving, breathing, the kind of that where he hasn't run a marathon, but he kind of looks like it. But he looks around. He's, oh my gosh, is that it? Did we get them all? Well, ain't that a wonderful sight? Oh. He kind of slumps down onto his backside in the dirt.
While he's slumping, knowing that he's still alive, you can't slump if you're dead.
Yeah.
Should we quickly look at the Torbs and see if any of them possess an arrow flame, or do we know for a fact that they are not like large enough to possess an arrow flame?
I'm not convinced you guys know much of anything about Torbs, so by all means, go ahead and do some carving. You should also just like do carving anyway, because it's good for you.
Can I just collect that carapace that was cooled?
Or
do I still need to carve?
I'm gonna say you would probably still need to carve that, but I will give you, if you want to do that, and then 2 other people want to carve one of the Torbs.
It's nature, right?
Yeah.
It is nature.
I will help out.
Ooh, I
I'm
got a
going to-
3.
I got a 22.
I'm just
I'm
gonna
going to
stand over
horribly
here
do it.
next to the shed.
Okay. Well, Tyrus, you can't even manage to salvage that carapace.
It's fine.
Like-
I'm still expecting it to explode.
Yeah, you're kind of like picking at it like it's kind of rotten, like the sticky, slimy chicken that you don't actually want to handle. I'm going to make an executive decision because it's going to flow a little smoother. As a general rule, you have 2 people do a carve. One to do the actual cutting and one to keep an eye on things and like give them the instructions. Sort of like if a surgeon had somebody over his shoulder saying, yeah, now cut that. Now like stitch your initial there, just in case. And so Mira, I'm just going to pretend that 3 didn't happen.
I mean, Holden got a 15. He could be the
Yeah.
one that's overseeing. I think it's
Yeah.
usually Morthos and Rayun that are doing this because they have the best roles.
Totally. In this case, I'm going to politely look over that 3 from Mira, and because I've already punished Tyrus, and that was funny enough. Rayan, you have been given a really good description of what you're looking for, and it just so happens Holden remembers that description well enough that you start sifting through guts. Thank goodness you have gloves. And while digging through this thing's digestive tract, that can't be right. There are guts, but it's kind of all just lava. You're kind of just like fishing your hand around in this goop pile, hoping to find something valuable, and you find some like just basic rocks before you pull out one that looks like a coal that has recently been ignited, like a charcoal briquette. Except it does not cool down even as you take it out of the goop. This has to be what you were looking for.
Hey, Holden, is this the thing we're looking for?
Is it an arrow flame?
Well,
Because if it is, then yep, nailed it.
Let's go with, I'm not going to keep that one a secret because that'd be stupid. Yes. That matches the description enough. That's got to be an Our Flame Stone.
woo!
To my eyes, it seems as though you've done it.
Hooray!
Peeling back the curtain just a little bit. That was a really tough check, and I didn't expect you to get it here. I'm very proud of you guys.
Yay!
I was expecting you guys to have to hunt more fiery monsters.
Could we easily butcher off one of these heads to take it as a trophy with us to Mr. Wren?
Yes, I'll give you that much. You can definitely get head bits, just nothing that would be useful in crafting.
Right, something just like proof that, hey, we killed these things.
Yeah, that seems no problem. Alan has retrieved Mira's bucket and is running over to the farmhouse just to make sure that that magma spout over there cools down before it gets to the house. While you guys do that carving, because that takes a minute or two, right? He also comes out with a woman who is equally stout and sturdy. But like honestly looks like they were cut from the same cloth. And she is equally beaming. And well, look at you. You must be the ones that saved him last time. And here we're gonna go owing you even more for that. What can we do for you?
Give us some place to rest. I need my spell slots back.
Would you mind letting us lodge here for a little while?
Oh, of course. Come on in. You're family now, whether you like it or not.
Bring our crates of hearthsberries. We gotta keep them safe.
That seems like a thing that Morithos can do.
Bring our bags.
She just flat out like marches the lot of you in. She practically wields this the wooden spoon in her hand like she is the head of a marching band, and before you even know it, she has sat the lot of you down at a kitchen table ready to feed you a veritable feast. And that is the majority of your night, is just when you think that you have had enough to eat and there can't possibly be more food coming out, she provides you with more food. All the while just refusing to stop talking about how thankful she is, talking about the family and many of the people that have been inducted into this family. It turns out maybe she's pretty liberal about who counts as family, but you guys are definitely on that list. Also strange that for as big as that family is, there aren't any other children in the household. It is literally just the two of them and then all of you guys.
Nice.
And also, Alan makes some time to clear out some space in the cellar because we're done with the produce season, so that you guys have somewhere to sleep. It's a fairly big house, but, again, there aren't a ton of bedrooms. So, yeah, by all means, you guys can get a good long rest. You can recover as much as need be. And we've even gotten these 2 crates of berries. She even has space for Ben, which is important because he exists too.
Amazing. Oh, thank goodness.
I'll bump us along a little bit. When we get to morning, Mr. and Mrs. Hallen have already begun getting you guys ready for the journey, packed up with, if you can believe it, more food, as well as getting the 2 crates of Hersland berries into the carriage storage area. I don't really know how that works with carriages now that I think about it.
They're sending us with both crates instead of just one?
Sure are.
Nice.
And all of the horses have been tacked and are watered and are ready to go. Like, goodness only knows how long these 2 have been up in order to make this happen for you. While they finish up, Alan flat out says, like, while you guys are getting packed, I sure wish there was something else I could do for you. It really doesn't feel right just giving you a bit of produce for this. You have saved my home and my farm. I will never forget that.
Hey, do you know the Nayfarens by any chance?
I've heard that name a few times. They got a farm somewhere around here, yeah?
That's my mom and pop. I was just wondering if you've heard anything from that farm as of late.
You're saying you're a Nayfern kid. Well, wouldn't have pictured that one. Not a lot of Wanderlust over there. Now, let's see. I don't think we've heard too much from over there. But, well, I'll tell you what, if you like, I can go send over a nice care package and make sure they're doing all right.
That would be lovely.
Wonderful. I'll make sure to have them check in with you as well, just to get everybody on the same page. How's that?
That sounds nice. Thank you.
Wonderful. Well, I do appreciate it. I don't think I can stop saying that. Goodness knows the missus can't. So, you better get on your way before she keeps saying it.
Sounds good.
Before we depart, Alan, I just wanted to ask if there was any information you could provide us about Haskell. We'd like to ensure that what happened to you the other day doesn't happen again to you or to anyone else on the island.
Ren? Well, sure, of course. He runs the co-op. He's sort of in charge of most of the local farms around Mirror Bay. And I say in charge of loosely. He does a lot of the administrative work. He handles the taxes, gets all of the produce shipped out, and arranges for all of that. And in exchange, he gets a small percentage from all of the farms. He's sort of a distributor, I guess. And other things. He helps out quite a bit. As far as I can tell, no, he seems like a fairly stand-up gentleman. I've been working with him for probably a decade now. It's only been a good arrangement. Sure makes my life easier not having to worry about finding buyers for my goods all the time. Oh, is there something specific you're looking for?
Nothing specific, no. We just obviously have encountered some very interesting developments that we'd like to know more about, and his name has come up a few times. So if there's anything else that we should know about him, but it sounds like you have a good working relationship with him and have for a number of years. Is there anything that you can think of that might have changed about his business and his approach in recent days or weeks?
I can't think of anything. I haven't spoken to him in probably a month or so, but maybe something's happened since then.
Did he recently acquire any kind of new bauble or jewelry?
Like I said, I haven't heard much from him in the last month or so. So maybe he has, but
Is that unusual? Do you usually interact with him more often than that?
uh, usually every few weeks. But I couldn't say if anything was wrong.
Okay, if you could point us in the direction of his location, that would be very helpful. We'll take our supplies and drop them off at our ship and then head over for a visit just to make sure everything
Yeah,
seems normal.
of course. He's got an office in Mirror Bay proper. He gestures as if to point at your map, and when you produce a map, he points to it. He says, "Yeah, please. Not that I'm in a position to be asking favors, but if you wouldn't mind checking on him, make sure he's all right."
That is our aim.
Great. Well, and I'm glad I've set you up with enough supplies to make it.
Please give the missus our very best and don't hesitate to reach out if you ever need anything. Sidebar with the group, do you want me to offer them a sending stone? Do we have extra? Just in the off chance that something crazy happens?
Do it.
I mean, it doesn't hurt. It's only good for a few uses anyway, and if we've got the spare one still. It might also be a good idea just to throw a couple of gold at them.
In payment for the lodging?
Yeah, and or the extra creative hearthberries that they
And
were
the
going to save for their
supplies.
anniversary thing.
Okay.
You know, it's if they're farmers, you know, even 5 gold goes a long way.
Alan, for the hospitality that you bestowed upon us, we really insist that you let us pay you for the hearthsberries that we're taking. And I also would like to leave you with this sending stone. Should you require any assistance, don't hesitate to reach out to us through it.
Yeah. He looks at the coin in your hand and at the crates and says, "That's just between us. That's about 600 gold worth of berries. Why don't we call this payment for the stay for the night? And we'll call it even."
Whoopsie.
That would be most fair. How much are we giving them?
I'll put in 5 gold towards the 600 gold worth of berries. What are you guys going to chip in for?
I have a lot of gold. I will put in 10.
Can I also put in 10?
That's way overpaying for lodging, but I think you're making a point.
What's Holden putting in?
5.
I'll put in 6.
Nice.
Nailed it.
All right, so 26 gold. And we'll just give them whatever Morthos has on his person.
I was going to say Morthos doesn't pay anything. Darn right you let us stay there for the night. We saved your farm. We saved your wife. She should be paying me with all sorts of food. She should come with us just to feed me for a few days.
Awesome. Okay.
Don't freak out, but I can't open my character sheet.
Oh
What?
dear.
I'm not freaking out.
I already took my gold out of my...
Well, I wanted to make sure I did that, and I went to go open it, and it's just a white sheet of paper.
All right. I'm going to trust that you can get that taken care of, and I'm going to keep moving on because we just got a few more minutes, and I want to make sure that we get some stuff done. Good news. Nothing attacks you on the way back to town. We can fast forward through the travel. And so, welcome back to Mirror Bay. Mirror Bay is lovely. Mirror Bay even has its own screen that I'm going to remember to move us to right here.
Hooray!
I'm going to go out on a limb and assume that your first stop is Mren's office.
I didn't think we wanted to have the hearthberries and stuff, so I would like to drop the stuff at the ship if the intention was still to kind of investigate. If we think that he had something to do with stealing the hearthberries, we don't want to show up with them.
Right.
Okay, that's doable too. We can head to the docks.
Yeah, docks first, and then quick dump and run.
So, you arrive at the docks.
For the old dump and run.
For the old dump and run. I'm also a big fan of the pump and dump.
No.
And, these docks are fairly busy. There are a lot of ships still coming in and out of port. Maybe not as many as before the Nosman crisis, but a decent number. Your ship is not one of them.
Guys, we parked in Goofy, didn't we?
Roughly where you left your ship is another ship that's definitely not yours. It's a little bigger and is not magical. But conveniently, right about where that ship is Kozu, sitting on the dock, playing with a couple of wooden boats.
Leave that kid in charge for one day.
Kozu, where is our ship?
Hey! Oh, I'm so glad to see you. I don't know that way. And he points out to sea.
How long have you been alone here?
Well, I was playing with my ships, and I had to get breakfast. About an hour? That sounds right.
As the Emerald Dawn, do I have the ability to, like, astral project myself to the ship and be like, guys, what's up?
The fuck?
Serious.
You do not have the ability to contact the Emerald Dawn right now.
Okay. Not the ship, but we could use one of the sending stones that we left with the crew. Or no, we can't do that either.
I mean, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm referring to you don't have the ability to close your eyes and
Got
hear
it.
the Emerald Dawn and be like, hey, come on.
Okay.
But we have a sending stone, and we can be like, oh, come on.
Yes. Seriously, dudes.
Well, so you whisper into that stone some probably not actually that much more eloquent version of, guys. And a couple seconds later, you receive a response. Mira, since you're the one who's initiated this, you're going to hear that response from their sending stone of, well, sorry about that, Captain. Ship said we had to go find the captain.
Oh, good, he's alive.
I'm sorry? I am the captain. Come back and pick up my stuff. And why did you leave Kozu here?
It takes a second and another charge to get that message out. And when you get your response, Blinky, for once again chimes in, maybe a little louder than you would expect. Read that real fast. Yeah, it's a strange captain on captain thing. Sorry, and we had to reduce the risk of extra captains, so we left the lad to keep watch. He said he missed you anyway.
I'm going to whisper to Mira that my advice would be to have them grab some parchment from below deck, and on it I would like him to write shit list, and just below that add his name.
How many more charges do we have left on our sending stone before I do that?
You guys have a decent number of stones.
But how many do they have?
They just have the one.
Yeah, okay. Are we nearing the end of their ability to send? I don't remember how many.
3 per stone.
Shit. Okay. So our third one is just going to be, when are you coming back?
A couple minutes goes by, and you get your response. And by the way, I really thought about doing this as literally every other crew member as well, and decided that it would be best if we did Blinky. Because I don't know how much data you can transfer over a sending stone, but I don't think you have enough for old Tom Mary. So a couple minutes goes by, and you hear Blinky come back on and say, "Sorry, Captain. Says the ship. Ship says we gotta take care of this. Shouldn't be too long. Not the first time we had to go fishing like this, after all, eh?"
So we're stranded. Alright. Well, gang, shall we drop our goods at the Culinarians Guild embassy where it will hopefully be safe? And then go see a man about
A boat?
some Haskell?
Dude, where's my boat?
Yeah, I mean, if there's any place on the island that we would consider safe, it's probably there.
We were planning on sticking around a while anyway, so I guess we may as well finish our business, and then if they're not back, we can try to find somebody else. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, let's
We
drop
should-
it off at the embassy and
Yeah, definitely do
conclude
that.
our quest. And then I'd like to buy a bit of lantern oil and some flint and steel for the boat.
Just a little lantern oil.
Just to remind her that she's flammable.
Maybe like a keg worth.
All right. To the Culinarians Guild.
To the Culinarians Guild.
Okay. The receptionist, whose name I'm pretty sure I've already given 2 different names for, so we're just going to pretend that I remember.
Go for a third name.
You know what? Sure. Third name, Kimmy.
Nice.
Wait, where's Kozu?
But there's
Kozu is with you guys.
Okay.
Kimmy is utterly unimpressed by you, even as you're carrying between the 5 or 6 of you 2 decent-sized crates full of berries. She puts away the book that she was currently working on. "Welcome back to the Culinarians Guild. Looks like you got something for me, huh?"
I bet she says that to all the boys.
Oh dear.
Oh boy.
Do you have a vault, a safe, or an otherwise secure storage facility?
I mean, we need
you guys-
rooms anyway. Could we just leave them in our rooms?
Do we need a room?
We don't know how long we're going to be here.
I'm planning on wrapping this all up today.
Okay.
She's yeah, I guess we could store stuff for you. What is it?
I'll pull out one of the heart's berries.
Oh. Oh wait, that's not for like a notice or something, right? Are you turning that in?
We're returning these with us.
As a matter of life or death.
Should anything happen to these, everybody is doomed.
Okay, so I'm not sending this to the guild, because it'd really be a load off my back.
What does the guild need?
I don't know. I just assumed this was like part of your assignment or something. Nobody ever told me. I think I heard someone say God's feast or something.
Yep, that's the one.
Yeah, like I could arrange to have this sent back. We could just call it a turn in, like you did with the snap strings.
I mean, what do you guys want to do? I'm okay with that if it'll get back to Pelna and Ranmar, but we don't just want to turn it over to the Culinarians Guild for whoever. Especially since
True.
there aren't any other ones to get except for that one jar.
Yeah, and
Is
we
there a
don't.
world where we like send half back and keep half with us? That way,
Oh,
this is
yeah.
a trick or a trap.
We
can
know
just-
that we've got more than enough anyway between the 2 crates since we only needed a carton.
Right.
we send back a crate and keep one with us.
I like it.
That way, if she is grossly incompetent as she appears to be, we don't lose everything.
I mean, she doesn't even know her own name, so I think so.
So
It's really more that I never bothered to write it down, and then every time I'm like, I should look up VOD to see what her name was. Oh, I just don't care.
So I'll write on a piece of parchment, Ranmar and Pelna, and I'll show it to her. These are the 2 people that we're sending it to. Could you send these to them?
She looks at the paper, kind of rolls her eyes. Yeah, sure, whatever. Takes a big old piece of charcoal and in big old letters on the box writes Ranmar Cast and Iron, Pelna Coal Stove, and then by herself pushes the one crate back into the back room. When she comes back out, like not even glistening with sweat. All right, anyway, that should arrive probably in like 10, 15 minutes. Anything else I can do for you? You need a place to sleep or
Kimmy,
I
are
don't
you
know.
having a bad day? You seem a little down.
No, it's just, I mean, if I'm being real, I hadn't had anybody walk into this embassy for like 2 weeks, and then you guys showed up, and look, I'm not trying to be rude, but I kind of like the quiet. That's why I took the job. So, so far away from the main city, like, we kind of got an atmosphere.
Fair enough. If you have some place we can set our items, we just have a couple of things we'd like to tend to, and then we'll remove them and ourselves from your company.
Yeah, sure. I still got your room set up. If you know where they are, feel free.
Just want to say thank you for putting up with us for so long.
Yeah, hey,
Really torn between saying goodbye politely and making sure she knows that I hate her.
I mean, can't you do both?
I feel like it's in my best interest not to piss her off just because we still might need her for something, but my internal monologue is...
Can I make an insight check to just find out how old she is?
totally.
All right, insight check.
Yeah. She's a late teen.
All right.
And so yeah, as you walk back, she says, "Yeah, whatever. Thanks for visiting the Culinarians Guild." As she goes back to her book. So yeah, you're able to drop all your stuff off. They've even refreshed the water pitchers and fruits and snacks. I say they. She's the only one here, so. And so, yeah, by all means, you're free to head wherever you like on land.
Important asterisk.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're ready for next time then to go talk to Mr. H.
Sure. We are definitely hitting the end of the night, and I don't want to push too hard. If you like, we can stop here and start with that conversation for next time.
That sounds delightful.
Definitely.
All right. Well, in that case, a few things are going to happen. First off, we have just slightly overshot the point where I wanted you guys to hit level 5. So I'm going to ask that everybody go through the incredibly arduous and not at all rewarding leveling up process.
Yay!
Welcome to level 5.
Woo! We did it.
You did it. And also, even though it wasn't intended to be a boss fight, this Torb fight really kicked some sand up. So I feel like that was actually a pretty good way to cap that off. And also, you did hit a turn-in point for the main storyline quest, so there's a lot of positives going on. The next thing is I want to at least poll the group so that I have some idea of where to plan for what the next step in the plan is. Like, you've hit an unexpected wrinkle of your boat's not there, but assuming that wasn't the case, like, what's on your mind? What's the plan?
So, like, besides doing quests here, like, afterwards?
Yeah. Like, presumably, I don't know, you might stay in Mirror Bay for a little bit, you might head out, but this is mostly so that I can start to prep the next couple sessions. I know that you guys had talked about heading to Satir to get knowledge on Telemar, and I also know that you were talking about bringing Kozu back, and you also do need to stop by Noka Bay at some point, especially now that you have your Hour Flame Stone. Another secret reason to put you guys at level 5 because you got that objective too.
Mhm.
So I'm curious, like, what general direction do we think we're heading in?
There's also that goblin slave,
Yeah.
and we were going to potentially do that
Bluntblade.
one quest with him.
Yeah. Talak Bluntblade. Yeah.
The escort quest. That's an option.
Thought we decided that was not really an option though, because it was like on land over the entire continent. It would take months.
It wouldn't necessarily take months. It's a travel of about 80 miles by land. So overland with cart, assuming it's not racing, probably about a week. But it's still a week out of your time, and you established that you're down to around a month left.
It is 1,200 gold though,
Can't take
And-
it with you.
and 2 coins favor.
Does, if we were to take the road trip, does that take us anywhere near any of the other objectives? I still would like to see the Temple of 10,000 Gods and see if we can learn anything about Telemar.
Well, that's too many gods. It's only 1,000.
Oh.
But yes, the I believe, if I
The
remember right,
pilgrimage says it's going to Satir.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
basically, we would take it. It's like a long way around to get to Satir.
And we don't have a boat, so maybe that actually makes some sense.
Yeah, then we can make some money, and then we get where we need to be anyways.
Okay.
Yeah, that seems fine. Agreeing as a party, then we'll take the Blunt Blade side quest and work our way towards the Temple of 1,000 Gods. Get some intel on Telemar and make some cash.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
Obviously not like a hard promise. I just, I gotta put like battle maps together and stuff, so it helps to know kind of where you're going. And I think that's just about everything except for confirming the really scary news, which is 2 weeks from now is December 23rd.
Oh yeah.
Sure
It is
is.
2 days before Christmas, which is not any sort of holiday, but
It's Christmas Eve Eve.
it's Christmas Eve Eve.
Eevee.
Is
Also known
that
as Christmas Eevee.
Christmas Eevee. I actually have a Santa Eevee.
I want to say it Evie. Is December 23rd prohibitive for anyone in this call?
I don't think so.
I can
think
make
we're
it.
good.
Okay. I will also DM X and we'll post this in chat just to make sure that that's on paper as much as possible. But I wanted to poll the audience as soon as possible to make sure that would be the case.
I
Uh,
100% messed up my character sheet.
Oh boy. That sounds like homework.
Yeah.
It's a good thing that you have Try, who I'm sure will be more than happy to help you fix it. So, once again, please have your character sheets updated to level 5 and not broken for 2 weeks from now. And we will do this again in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.
All right.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.